Hey guys, how's it going? So for this video, I want to discuss and analyze the promo trailer for the 8th episode of Season 4 of Better Call Saul entitled Kushada. Alright, let's jump right into this one. Okay, so the very first clip that was presented to us in this trailer displayed a scene of a coach bus going down the road, which was then revealed to contain Jimmy McGill as a passenger. So, keeping that in mind, I will be very curious to see the exact context of this scene, i.e. where Jimmy is in fact traveling to, and for what purpose, revealed to us in the plot of episode 8, following the very open-ended cliffhanger surrounding the plot of Huel Babineau that concluded the plot of Jimmy and Kim in the previous episode. Following this clip, the next clip in this trailer then displayed what appeared to be Gus Fring at the construction site of the super lab underneath the industrial laundry with another person whose face is obfuscated by the light. However, based on everything we know about the plot of the super lab this season, I think it would be a good bet that the person that is with Gus in this clip is likely Micah Werner. That being said, in addition to this clip, this trailer also presented us with many other clips of the same scene of Gus in this episode as well. So, following this clip of Gus, this trailer then presented us with a clip of Mike and Werner at Mike's preferred drinking establishment, which actually first appeared in the plot of Season 4 of Breaking Bad in the episode entitled 38 Snub, during the plot involving the aftermath of Victor's death for Mike and Walt, and then again appeared in the plot of Better Call Saul in Season 2 in the episode entitled Nailed, following the plot involving Mike stealing the drug money from the tires of Hector's ice cream truck. So during this clip in this trailer, we can hear Werner state to Mike, "What about you, Michael?" So taking that into consideration, while I think that this dialogue could just possibly be part of some throwaway dialogue in this plot of the next episode, in regards to the main plot involving Mike and Werner this season, it appears that following the conversation that the two of them had in the previous episode regarding the frustrated state of the German workers, this scene could be displaying Mike and Werner enjoying some R&R, as was indicated would occur by the dialogue of the previous episode. However, as we would see later in this trailer, the type of R&R that Mike and Werner are engaging in this scene appears to be rather different compared to what the German workers will seemingly be engaging in this next episode. Following this clip, this trailer then presented us with a clip from the same sneak peek scene of Nacho that I discussed in depth in my previous video. So after this clip, we then saw a clip of the same DA who spoke with Kim regarding Huel's case in the previous episode, who stated to her in this trailer, "What's the plan here, Kim?" And based on the cliffhanger that was displayed to us at the end of the previous episode, this clip will seemingly encompass Kim's legal defense for Huel in the coming episode. Following this clip, this trailer then presented us with a clip of Jimmy at what appears to be the Bernalillo County Courthouse during a scene of an unknown context, which will also seemingly in some way relate to the plot of Huel, like the previous clip of Kim and the DA as well. Following this clip, we then saw a clip in this trailer of what appears to be Kim and Kevin Wachtel at Kim's office at Schweigert & Coakley, where we can hear Kevin state to Kim, "What I'm gonna ask is impossible." So with that being taken into account, I think that this clip of Kim and Kevin truly displays the epitome of the dichotomy of Kim's legal responsibilities to Mesa Verde and her pro bono PD work for Huel, which I think we can assume may cause Kim a great amount of stress in this next episode, which of course will seemingly be exacerbated by all the other issues that are currently going on in her personal life with Jimmy as well. That being said, as a side note, based on this clip between Kim and Kevin in this trailer, I think that following the 9-month time lapse that occurred in the previous episode, it appears that Kim's dereliction of her duties for Mesa Verde in the episode entitled Quite a Ride, which was met with much disdain from Paige, has likely been forgiven. So following this clip, this trailer then presented us with another clip of Nacho of a different scene than the previous clip in this trailer, as we can see by the different colored shirt that Nacho was wearing in this clip. So this being the case, during this clip, we can see what appears to be a somewhat perplexed Nacho at the El Michoacano restaurant come up behind an unknown individual who is cooking at the restaurant whose back is turned to Nacho. So taking this clip into consideration, while we could speculate endlessly regarding who this person that Nacho appears to be surprised to see cooking at the restaurant could possibly be, based on the fact that we know that Lalo will finally appear in the plot of this next episode, I think it would be very plausible to think that this person in this clip is in fact Lalo. So with this premise about this clip being taken into account, as I discussed in my previous video, while we know that Lalo is going to appear in the plot of episode 8, and that his plot will relate to Nacho, we still have very little information regarding the background of his character. So with that in mind, while this is of course only speculation, I wonder if Lalo could possibly be a high-ranking member of the cartel who has come to Albuquerque to supersede Nacho in the chain of command in the cartel following Hector's incapacitation. So following this clip of Nacho, this trailer then presented us with 3 consecutive clips of Jimmy and Kim, which also contained the dialogue of Jimmy stating to Kim, "Don't worry, no one's gonna know about it." So with that in mind, while it would be seemingly futile to speculate on the exact context of this dialogue, I am still nonetheless very excited to see what these clips have in store for us in the next episode, which, as we can see from this trailer, will contain scenes of Jimmy and Kim at a multitude of locations, including this unknown location in this clip where Jimmy stated the aforementioned dialogue to Kim, this clip of Jimmy looking through a hole in the wall at an unknown location, which I think could possibly relate to him looking at more potential locations for a law office as he did in the previous episode, and also this clip of Jimmy and Kim at an unknown location where they appear to be getting into Kim's car. So following these clips of Jimmy and Kim, this trailer then presented us with the clip of Mike at the warehouse where he stated to an unknown person out of frame, quote, "Listen to me carefully, think about what happens if something goes wrong." So while we cannot know for certain who Mike is talking to in this scene, based on the context of this episode of Mike letting the German workers blow off some steam, I wonder if this clip could be displaying a scene of Mike speaking with Werner about the contingency regarding if something goes wrong during this R&R for the German workers. That being said, also in regards to this plot involving Mike in the next episode, I will be very interested to see if Mike will first get the approval of Gus before allowing this R&R for these German workers, as doing something like this without the approval of Gus, especially as a result of the secrecy nature of this project, would seemingly have very bad consequences for Mike as well as for these German workers. So following this clip of Mike, this trailer then presented us with a clip of what appears to be an unknown person in a dark room opening a door, which on the surface is so obscure that speculating on the context of this scene would seemingly be a futile endeavor. So after this mysterious clip, we then saw another clip in this trailer of what appeared to be the same scene of Gus at the construction site of the super lab that was displayed to us earlier in this trailer as well, which would then be immediately followed by what appears to be a clip of the construction documents for the super lab that we could see Gus looking at in the first clip of him that was displayed to us in this trailer. So with all these clips of this scene of Gus being taken into account, I wonder if during this scene in this next episode, we will see Gus looking over the progress that has been made so far on the super lab during the German workers' R&R, which could indicate that he has condoned this break for the workers in this next episode. That being said, in regards to this plot of the construction of the super lab, due to the fact that we know where this plot is ultimately going, I will be very curious to see if we do see any drama or unexpected turns occur during this plot in the next episode of Better Call Saul, in light of the fact that we know what the end result of this plot will ultimately be. Additionally, as a side note, also relating to the plot of Gus Fring, following the 9-month time lapse that occurred in the plot of Better Call Saul in the previous episode, I will be extremely interested to discover if we will see any more information regarding the plot that was initially presented to us this season in the episode entitled Something Beautiful, involving Juan Bolsa telling Gus to find a local supplier during the period of time where none of the cartel's product would be coming across the border, which would have seemingly already taken place during this 9-month time lapse. And also, considering that fact, I wonder if the plot involving Nacho and Lalo that will take place in this next episode could also possibly relate to this aforementioned plot as well. So that being said, following this clip, this trailer then presented us with another clip of Nacho of an unknown context driving what appears to be a red lowrider. So with this being the case, as a pretty interesting side note, this is actually the second time that we have seen this style of car presented to us this season, due to the fact that we also saw a red lowrider style vehicle in the episode entitled Quite a Ride during the montage scene where Jimmy resold burner cell phones late at night at the doghouse. So as a result of this, many fans have pointed out the resemblance of these two lowriders to the lowrider that Jesse drove in the plot of Breaking Bad. And taking that into account, I think that these red lowriders appearing in the plot of Better Call Saul this season could possibly be a subtle reference by the creators to Jesse Pinkman, whose red lowrider with a red top bears much resemblance to these two red lowriders that appeared in the plot this season that had white tops. So following this clip, this trailer then presented us with a clip of what appears to be an envelope containing some cash, which was then immediately followed by Kai at a strip club also holding a wad of cash. So with this being taken into consideration, while it appears that Kai is thoroughly enjoying his R&R in this clip, I will be very curious to see how Mike will react if and when he discovers Kai's choice of recreation during his R&R, and I will also be very interested to see whether or not the other German workers will also join Kai at the strip club in this next episode as well. And with all these clips regarding this plot in this next episode of Better Call Saul involving Mike letting his crew unwind being taken into account, I have a strong feeling that there's a good chance that this R&R could lead to some trouble for Mike and for these German workers in the next episode. Following this clip, this trailer then presented us with a brief clip of what appears to be a scene of someone turning on an oven, which I think based on the context of this trailer could take place during the same scene that was displayed to us earlier in this trailer of Nacho coming across this unknown man cooking at the El Michoacano restaurant. So following this brief clip, this trailer then presented us with another scene of Jimmy, which based on the shirt that we can't see him wearing, seems to take place during the same scene of Jimmy at the Bernalillo County Courthouse that was displayed to us earlier in this trailer as well. And finally, the very last clip that was presented to us in this trailer displayed a scene of Kim at the Bernalillo County Courthouse during a scene that will also likely relate to the cliffhanger involving the plot of Huel from the previous episode. And with all these clips from this trailer for episode 8 of Better Call Saul being taken into consideration, I absolutely cannot wait to discover what all of these very open-ended storylines that were presented to us in this trailer will entail next week, including what the plot of Jimmy and Kim will entail in this next episode as it pertains to the arrest of Huel, which will seemingly also impact the future of their relationship, what the plot of Gus Fring will have in store for us as it pertains to these clips of him checking on the progress of the super lab, what the plot of Mike and the German workers will encompass during this R&R, and finally, what will the plot of Nacho finally meeting Lalo on screen have in store for us in this next episode as well. All of which are seemingly setting us up for an incredibly compelling final 3 episodes of Season 4. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video and also want to see additional analysis of the current 4th season of Better Call Saul, then definitely make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new videos where I discuss and analyze the plot of the final 3 episodes of Season 4. As always, my name is Anton Jackson, thanks again for watching, and thank you so much for supporting this channel.